Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, beings from beasts from this and other universes, and you are watching Wow Films, where we're continuing our Cataclysm classes speculation from last time. We finished off with the mage. Now, first of all, we'll start with new mage spells. Flame Orb available at level 81. It's a bit like Prince Taldaram's abilities. This spell allows the mage to cast a flaming orb that travels in a straight line, sending beams that cause fire damage to passing targets. Once it's cast, the mage is free to begin casting other spells as the flame orb travels. Okay, so basically probably a close range AoE spell, basically, that lasts for a while. It doesn't actually say, but yeah, well. Time Warp, level 83, grants a passive haste effect, much like Bloodlust or Heroism, to party or raid members. It also temporarily increases the mage's own movement speed. Time Warp will be exclusive with Bloodlust and Heroism, meaning you can't benefit from both if you've got the exhaustion debuff, though the movement speed increase will still work even when under the effects of exhaustion. So, very simple. Haste to raid, speed to mage. Very simple. Doesn't say anything about cooldown or anything. Wall of Fog, level 85, creates a line of frost in front of the mage, 30 yards from end to end. Enemies who cross the line are snared and take damage. The mana cost will be designed to make Wall of Fog efficient against groups, not individuals. Okay, so it's a bit more, crowd control for incoming enemies in battlegrounds. Changes to abilities and mechanics. Arcane Missiles is being redesigned to become a proc-based spell. Whenever the mage does damage with any spell, there is a chance for Arcane Missiles to become available. We are planning to remove spells that don't have a clear purpose. Amplify Magic, Dampen Magic, Fire Ward and Frost Ward are being removed from the game, and we may remove more. This is coming straight from the blue post, by the way. The ability to conjure food and water will not become available until high levels, likely round 40, so making changes to ensure mages generally won't run out of mana at lower levels. Scorch will provide a damage bonus to the mage's fire spells. Our goal is for Scorch to be part of the mage's rotation and useful damage dealing ability, even if someone else is supplying the group with the spell critical strike debuff. Scorch will provide the mage with more specific benefits, which can also be improved through talents. Okay, I'll come back to the talents later. So now we move on to the paladin. And I talked about the paladin in depth in the Cataclysm speculation continued, but I'll go over it quickly again, but I won't be going into the paladin in depth here. So, Blinding Shield at level 81 causes damage and blinds all nearby targets, blah blah blah. Healing Hands, AoE, hot, that's it. 6 second duration, or maybe more, it doesn't actually say. Yeah, 6 second duration, 50 second cooldown. And the interesting thing is that it's actually classed under nature, other than holy, which means if Pallies get spell locked, which is something that previously really annoyed me, we're okay. Sort of level 85, Guardian of the Ancient Kings, or just Guardian of Ancient Kings, never know. So basically what this spell does is it summons a guardian, I'll read it off here, summons a temporary guardian that looks like a winged creature of light armed with a sword. Great. The visual is similar to that of the resurrection spell used by the paladin in Warcraft 3. If anyone knows what that looks like, because I didn't play Warcraft 3, I'd be very interested to see. The Guardian has a different effect depending on the talent spec of the Paladin. For Holy Paladins, the Guardian heals the most wounded ally in the area. For Protection Paladins, the Guardian absorbs some incoming damage. For Retry Pallies, it damages an enemy. Similarly to Death Knight, Gargoyle, or Niblung Staff, 3 minutes cooldown, 30 second duration. This may vary depending on which Guardian appears, so sort of cool. Right, so changes to mechanics. Crusade Strike will be a core ability. Cleanse is rebalance, blah blah blah. I explained that in the previous videos. Blessing of Might will also provide the benefit of wisdom. Holy Shock will be a core talent healing spell available to all paladins. Want to ease off the defensive capabilities of Retribution and Holy Pallies slightly? we feel Retry Pallies need one more mechanic which involves some risk of the player pushing the wrong button. To be honest, I agree. We want to increase the duration of Sacred Shield to 30 minutes to keep the limit to one target. This is pretty cool to use on your main healing target or just on soloing, so you don't need to recast it before you pull, every group of mobs. We want to add the Holy Tree, a nice big heal to correspond with greater heal. Flash of Light remains a fast heal but will be more expensive. I talked about that last time too. Holy Paladins will use Spirit as their mana regeneration stat. Proc Pallies will need a different rotation between single target and multi-target tanking. Holy Shield will no longer have charges, sorry, I read that wrong. Be designed to improve block chance. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to some of the other classes in more detail. The one that I did want to talk about a bit was the Death Knight, so I have that up here on the internet right now. So, talent changes. This is quite interesting. One of the biggest changes we're making is converting Blood into a dedicated tanking tree. It previously was Frost. While we feel that having 3 tanking trees was successful overall, it's less necessary in a world with dual specialisation. In addition, the current breakdown isn't as compatible with the mastery-based passive talent tree bonuses we want to add. So basically, Frost is going to be DPS, and Blood is going to be tank. So the plan is to introduce the more interesting and fun tanking abilities to Blood. For example, you will likely see Vampiric Blood and Will of the Necropolis remain, while Bone Shield will move over from Unholy, which could be pretty cool. So, Mastery passive talent tree bonuses. Damage reduction for Blood, Vengeance and Healing Absorption. For Frost, it's melee damage, melee haste and runic power generation. And for Unholy, it's melee damage, melee and spell critical damage and disease damage. So healing absorption, when you heal yourself you'll receive an additional effect that absorbs incoming damage, so a little bit like the rework on the level 81 spell, Outbreak. See my second video for that. Runic power generation, this will function as the name implies. Well, it's pretty obvious, runic power generation. What do you think it does? No prizes for guessing. It says here that the new rune system will make generating runic power more appealing. Disease damage, Unholy Death Knights will be able to get more out of their diseases, which are integral to the tree's playstyle. Okay, we already knew that, really. It says here Vengeance, which is part of the Blood Tree. This new mechanic is designed to ensure that a tank's damage output and therefore threat doesn't fall behind as damage dealing classes improve their gear during the course of the expansion. All tanking specs will have Vengeance as their second talent tree passive bonus. Whenever a tank gets hit, Vengeance will grant a stacking attack power buff equal to 5% of the damage done. Right. So basically, the more damage that gets done to you, the more damage you do. So that stops people from tanks from falling behind in damage. And unfortunately, as you may know, I don't have access to the beta. So I can't give you any more info, and that's about it. If you want to find any more info, then I got this on the forums. Just type in Cataclysm class changes, and it comes up. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.